Yeah.
You forgot to say I will successfully cast.
Oh, thank you. The semantic component was messing with my head.
You have to tell the dice exactly what you want because they're stupid.
Exactly. Cool. Let's go.
All right. So, moving up to the stairs. Okay. So the stairs, as you approach them, you can see that there's quite a bit of debris. Obviously from when the castle was attacked and destroyed. But also over time. Everyone can make a scan roll here.
Mine is actually a success as well.
Okay. So success will tell you that there's actually been some movement through here in recent times. You would need some further investigation to glean anything further.
So would that be a track roll?
Yeah, that would be one approach.
I can do that.
That didn't work.
Nor for me, and I'm gonna be right back.
I missed one. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So we know something has gone through here. People have been using this, but we don't know anything more than that.
Correct.
Okay. I don't think we have time to sit here and play CSI Elderath.
Agreed.
So let's get inside.
Okay. Making your way up the stairs. I do need a marching order here. You can.
Cleric than me.
Yep.
Then I guess.
So I'm in front.
Do you want me to take up the rear?
In front.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, I've got my my short sword and shield.
Okay.
And I'm also keeping
Where
an
are
eye
the
to
other-
our rear.
Where are the other two? So there's a door on the north wall, east side. I think everyone can see it here, here-ish. And there are three openings otherwise. There's one here, and there's an opening here.
I think we should go here first to deal with whatever that tail was.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're gonna go there first.
Moving that way.
Somebody make sure you keep an eye back over here, okay?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Moving into the so this area looks to be the Great Hall, or what's left of it. There's destroyed furniture, there's ruined banners and tapestries on the walls. There's heaps of clothing and various piles around the floor. It quite clearly at one point was rather well appointed. You can see that things have been disturbed. Fairly recently, perhaps.
Disturbed how?
Moved. Like, there might be an overturned table that you can see had been shifted from one side to another, perhaps lifted up and looked under and then, set down, that sort of thing.
There's like a pile of furniture or anything?
There are several piles of that kind of debris.
Does it look like stuff has been dragged to those places? I mean, in this recently kind of thing?
No, it looks more like things had been perhaps looked through.
Okay.
Okay, moving to the hallway, you can see that there are four doors, one on the north, one at the end, and two on the south. The large one at the end probably goes into that area you were trying to climb up to through the rubble.
All right. So which door should we go through to deal with wherever the tail was?
Is there a door at the end?
Yes, there is a door at the end.
I would think
There's a
that
door
one.
There.
Correct.
All right.
But it could be, I guess, the one on the south, the far one. Could be either of those, I would guess.
I would like to listen at the doors.
Okay. So we're going to move up to the first door, and you can go ahead and make a listen roll.
Success.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what's there. All right, you don't hear anything at the first door on the south.
Okay. Door 2.
Door number 2.
That is a. I'm at 90%. So is that a special?
Yes, you don't hear anything.
Okay. Door number 3.
Is door number 3 at the north or at the east?
So I was going clockwise.
All right, so that'd be the east. All right, roll. Okay, you hear some movement.
Okay. I'll point to the door, point to my ear, and then I'll check the last door.
Okay,
Dang.
Well, if there's anything behind there, I heard it.
yes, you hear um, again, movement.
Mm-hmm.
But sounds kind of spider-like.
Okay. And
So
having
you-
encountered a spider recently, we know what that sounds like. Okay, I'll motion the party back.
And that was door number 3, right?
4.
Oh,
That was,
4.
yeah, that was
Okay.
number 4.
So
I'll
this was the spider door, right?
The door in the north is. So I should be more clear. You actually rolled a 1 on that. It's not a spider, but some sort of insect or arachnid-like creature.
But that's at this door.
The door on the north.
On the north,
Okay,
okay.
that's at that door. Okay. So this is the door that you heard the other noise at.
Correct. The door on the east.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry.
Okay, the door on the east would be this one.
I'm sorry. Door on the west.
Thank you.
And
I think that's where we need to go. First thing we need to do is figure out whether that tail belongs to something sentient or not. No, I'm serious, because if it was a lizard man, then the whole keep knows we're here. If it was, a giant alligator, 1, we'd be dead, but 2, everything else wouldn't necessarily know we're here.
True.
So I think we should go through that one first.
The giant alligator
Does that
one
make
first?
sense? Yes.
Yeah.
I too like to live dangerously.
You're in front.
Yep.
Let's prep before we go through that.
Yes. Alexander, just on the off chance, let's do a cursory check for traps.
All right.
Where do they come
That
to
would
you?
be a device. Is it a device check?
Yes, it is.
Okay. 37, is that healthy? Yeah, 37 under half.
Okay, you don't see anything that would be suggestive of a trap.
Okay. Gracie, you let me know when you're ready.
I'm always ready.
I'm gonna cast shield. That is actually successful. Good deal. I'm ready.
All right. Let's go through the door.
Okay.
We see nothing because skittered away.
I would. Okay, who's opening the door?
I am.
Okay. The door opens to reveal a wrecked room. Lots of debris. It appears as though the ceiling is kind of unstable, possibly. This you see cots. You see yeah, it's pretty clearly this was a guard room. Most of you have had some experience with barracks. It kind of has that feel to it. Definitely human, not lizard man barracks. Just to be clear.
How can you tell the difference?
No room.
There's no hole. There's no holes for their tail.
In the cots.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Make scan rolls.
So 22 is a success.
Yeah, 13 is a success.
13's a special.
Show off.
Okay.
44 is a success.
Scan?
65.
Okay. So, Wes, toward the southwest corner, where the breach in the wall is,
Uh-huh.
there's a little alcove, possibly a fire pit at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So there's kind of a recess in the wall there.
Yeah.
And in that recess, back in the shadows of it, you saw something move.
Guys, in the recess, something moved. I saw it back in there. I'll point with my rapier.
Can I shoot an arrow into it? Is it big enough, or do I have to aim shot?
Well, aim. Yes, you could aim at the darkness, and
Alright, I thought it was like a general arrow.
Please, whatever you do, cast magic missile at the darkness.
the darkness
I mean,
fits.
this is 5th edition. That'd be nothing.
Right.
You've never seen Summoner Geeks, have you?
No, dude, I'm like 20 years old.
Seen what?
I'll find it.
Well,
Summoner Geeks.
I haven't
It's a video.
either.
I'll find it and link it to you later. It's a running gag in there. One of the geeks is like, I cast magic missile at the darkness. So anyway.
Was that the one with Mountain Dew?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have. I just don't remember the magic missile.
All right. So I brace. I look at it, the alcove very squarely, and I say slowly in common, "We see you come out."
or rather, we know you're there. Because we definitely don't see him.
Okay. Everyone can make a listen roll.
You know, we all don't have to be completed total murder hobos.
Well, why not? It's just a lizard.
We don't know that yet.
Listen, right?
Potentially. Yeah.
Listen.
So,
All right, so 20 is a success.
Okay.
Ooh,
8.
that's a special.
That's a special.
16, but
All right, check marks all around.
So, a success will allow you to hear that there's some hissing type breathing. The special success will briefly see a forked tongue come out and, test the ground. And
Giant lizard, guys! Giant lizard!
yeah, I'll shoot an arrow into it now.
Okay, you shoot the darkness. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh wait, can you actually see it?
I did not roll a special, so I technically can't see it. But I can
Okay,
hear it.
shoot the darkness. Go ahead and roll.
Well, actually, I see the tongue, right?
Yes.
So can I target him?
Well, the area where the tongue went back into, yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. Shock bolt.
Okay, roll.
Shock bolt.
Don't sound so excited.
If you
Yeah, he's casting spells. What do you mean?
if you want to shoot the darkness, feel free.
Okay, all right. Feeling free to shoot. Ooh, I crit. No, sorry, special. That's way too much to be.
So what's your normal chance to
Oh
hit?
yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's another special.
My normal chance hit 65.
Okay.
So
All right.
they're both specials, neither are criticals.
All right, so let's go with Dylan first. So Dylan, you're firing a shock bolt,
Yep.
right? Shock bolt chart out.
Do I get a copy of that chart?
No, this is secret stuff.
Oh, okay.
I have a copy of that chart in a box in storage.
Okay, a shock bolt is going to do an impale and a D4 plus 1.
D4
Roll.
plus 1.
I swear
I'll
to
just
God,
do
I
the
wanna buy a new house.
D4.
Let's get
I'll
this
add
out
1
of
to it.
storage.
So that's 5 points.
Score.
Impaled?
Nice.
Yep.
Does impale do max plus rolled?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 5. 10.
In the location.
Oh, I need a 20, don't I?
So this is a special, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Do I roll location?
Yes, I need a location
Oh,
for.
the tail.
That's
Yeah, blast it right off. It'll just regenerate it. Woohoo! Good job.
I was just gonna say, lizard tails are detachable. So let's
It's
see.
gonna pop off.
It's still hit points of damage.
Okay, technically it's not a dragon, no wings, so I
What?
can't use that.
But
What?
that means I lose points, don't I? Or
He
sorry,
said it's not a dragon.
I know, but he's saying it in a way that would make it count. Well, technically it's not. However, we're making it one for this case. That's what it sounds like.
Is it like a rock lizard or more like...
More like a rock lizard.
I think I've... There's a crocodile one.
Oh, where's that? I don't see the crocodile.
Well, I'm looking at the character's book, or the creature's book from Runequest
Yeah.
3. Inside the back
I'm-
cover, page 45.
I'd have to open a different table. All right, well, go ahead and read that up. Where is it?
Well, 5 is the left hind leg.
Okay. Lizard left.
10 points.
Ow!
Uh,
Well, it's got armor. Where's armor for my...
But 10 points, that should hurt.
No way, it's a lizard. They're immune.
They can't feel pain.
They don't feel pain.
Doesn't understand that concept.
You're a giant lizard. You know no fear. You feel no pain.
All right.
You have
Ow.
to be a mammal to feel pain, right?
Okay. And then, so it kind of rears up when it gets hit.
Ah!
It exposes itself enough where Alexander then rolls a special.
Nice. Okay.
And roll a d20 for location, Alexander. And damage.
And
10
it's a good.
is the
What's
4
that?
quarters.
Which quarter?
4.
4 quarters, all right.
Yep.
What's the damage for the
You don't know.
D8 plus? No, I'm not sure why it's not written.
Because you're not
I
keeping your
don't.
character sheet up to date. That's why.
Okay, so we gotta look up the damage table for.
What is it?
I am trying to.
It's the biggest bow.
The longbow?
Wait.
Longbow's a D8 plus 1.
Biggest bow that I can carry, which would be any bow that I know about. But
So
D8
the answer to that
plus 1.
Aiden, is the biggest bow you can carry is the bow you're able to find in the merchant shop. Okay.
Oh, longbow.
Yeah. Okay. All right, damage.
I'm a little disappointed. I was waiting for the Japanese foot bow.
It's
Oh.
not magic, so.
It is-
Oh wait, but it's a special. But it's a special,
So it's the impale.
which is
Max plus roll.
Maximum plus a die roll.
Okay,
So
that's 9
13
plus
total.
4. Yeah, 13 total. That's much better. Okay.
Don't be it.
Oh, he's not going to be able to. All right, so as he rears up, Aiden nails him in the front quarter there, and it kind of screeches out and falls forward. It's not able to move its forelegs, so its back legs kind of push it out from the shadows a bit.
Ew.
But it's a big lizard, but it's kind of immobilized at the moment. Looks like the arrow really hurt it.
Kinda good.
Kick it in the head, Toss.
It's not dead yet.
Yeah, smack it. Stab its eyeball with your stick.
I'm sorry, is somebody going to move up on the lizard and attack it? Or are you going to shoot it again?
Hold on a
I
second.
mean-
Hold on a second. Wait,
I'll
stop.
shoot it if no one's gonna do anything.
I'll look at it in common and say,
Wait,
we told you to come out.
Does it look like a lizard man, or does it look like a lizard?
It is clearly a giant lizard. It does not appear to be sentient in any way.
Alright. Raymond is talking to a giant lizard. I'm shooting it again.
You can shoot it.
Yeah, he's talking to a giant. That hits. Or, sorry, it's, yeah. It should be regardless. A 9 in location.
That is the hindquarters.
It's an 8 in the hindquarters.
That will be enough to kill it.
I'm sorry,
Kill
when
the
you said it was
lizard.
armored, I thought you meant it was armored.
No. There's no getting out of that. Raymond talked to a non-sentient lizard. And he was like, hey,
It's wearing
you should
mail.
have come out. It's where,
Well,
it's
you
where
should have come out.
Mithril.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes,
Maybe I'm really a druid.
a armored lizard. That would be awesome. All right.
What takes speaks with lizards? my next spell list. You watch.
Let's speak of
Are giant lizards big enough for a lizard man to ride on?
Not this one.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Yes,
note
sir.
this.
But
is
imagine
another
there are.
creature with armored.
And they get barding.
Oh man, that would be an awesome lizard. Can you imagine plate mail on its arms?
black plate mail.
And it wiggles as it moves, you know? And you got a guy with on a some sort of saddle, and he's got a lance.
Not a guy,
No.
lizard man.
I'm sorry, lizard man. That's right.
You know, if you were going to
No,
do
a
that,
duck
why don't you
person.
just domesticate a giant lizard and ride it?
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah, why mess around with a horse?
cut out the middleman.
Okay, yes, the lizard has been zapped,
Vanquished.
pincushioned twice.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't forget your
Yeah,
check
high
marks on the
five.
spell. Don't forget your check marks on the spell list, okay?
Oh, yeah. That's why I did shock bolt instead of sleep.
Why you did what?
I'm gonna pull my dagger out next.
Oh, you're mid-max.
No, I'm diversifying my abilities.
Only because you know that there's usage by doing that, which is because you know it's a game.
Perfect practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that means you should be only using one spell over and over.
Well, I've got rules for that for my own game.
Anyway, so we go ahead and search the room,
Okay.
including the corpse.
Go ahead and make search rolls.
Almost a special.
Mine was a special. No, it wasn't. It was close, though.
Yours was.
I'm surprised that it's not special. Alexander, do you want...
You missed it by 2, just like I did.
Yeah, I'm doing much better this session than I did last session.
Yeah, I think I sucked up all the bad stuff because I'm all terrible.
Okay. So the you realize that the giant lizard, if you ever had a chance to like bite at somebody, could really mess him up. He's got a pretty serious chomper there. But exposed in the after the thrashing of the dying lizard is what looks like a chest. It was covered in some rubble and debris and such. It looks like it's not been opened in many, many years.
Ooh, check that baby out. Alexander.
Did I devise it?
You could.
I will.
You should.
You're right.
I do devise it. If it's not super duper difficult.
No, not particularly difficult. In fact, you can determine fairly readily that the mechanism of the lock is no longer functional, meaning
Alright, bust it open.
who's going to do this? An alternative would be to attempt to use devise to
Pick the lock.
non-destructively.
Let's ask the basic question. Is it locked?
Yeah, well,
Is there a
the
lock
lid-
on it?
Trapped. Is it locked?
the lid does not lift.
Okay.
Is there a place for a key?
Yeah,
And we
he's
cannot find one elsewhere in the room?
Now, let me try to be a little more clear. The lid does not move. Yes, it may appear to be in a locked position, but it's also clear from Alexander's examination that the locking mechanism is rusted through.
Oh. Who's got a concussion weapon? Toth.
I believe Toth's fist qualify for that.
Well, I'd use a staff if I were him.
That's exactly. My
Is
staff
Toth a
is
girl?
My main weapon.
Like,
Say again, is Toth a girl?
Yeah.
as in from Toth could be a girl. That'd be kind of fun. And blind? No. He is. It's a dude. and
Okay.
he can use-
But just making sure,
he can use
because
his staff.
in the other world, your character was a girl, right?
No,
No.
Who had the girl in the science fiction game?
no, not at
We
all.
had an NPC. Your game has a guy playing a girl. That's what's his face? I forgot. Who's playing the Babista Gore lady?
Nope, it was just Robin and Kira.
That's your game.
Oh,
I think
I
you
misunderstood.
You're thinking of what's his name? You're thinking of someone else.
That's okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Right. Okay. So yes, they want you apparently to non-destructively destroy the chest to open it.
I will use my staff to hit the lock. Actually, hold on a second. The lock itself, what kind of lock is it? Like, is it like a padlock?
No, no,
Or is it...
no.
Okay,
It's
so
just a mortised lock.
okay. So I've got an iron spike. I'll take out the iron spike, put it in the area between between the lock and the thingy,
Mhm.
and then I will hit
So
it.
you want to pry it open.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength test.
All right.
That is, just roll a percentile. It's really in there.
All right,
Yeah.
who's his second buffest?
Try again.
I will try a second time, and that pops it off.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that'll snap it. Okay. Yes, the chest has weakened over time, and probably with that prior effort, it breaks free and can be opened to reveal inside.
The dead body of a child.
Yeah.
Boy, this took a turn for the morning.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. It all goes dark. There's a vampire in the corner. Blizzard's actually a basilisk. Wes is stone.
Oh.
Okay. None of the four comes out of the chest. However, inside, there's a cloth fabric or cloth across the top of it. It's quite old and will get damaged as you pull it back to look at what's inside. And inside you will see a looks like a tunic, a scale mail tunic. The metal is not particularly tarnished.
Ooh.
Is of the same sort of style as what you would expect. Actually, history rolls, if anyone's got history.
With our mics. I think it's Nope. I think forgot. Never mind.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, scale mail tunic. There's underneath that is a crossbow. The string for the crossbow looks like it needs to be replaced. There is, however, a case of crossbow bolts. Yeah, some of the feathering on the crossbow bolts needs to be replaced, but otherwise, the majority of them are functional. And underneath all of that, there's a small leather bag that has some copper coins in it. Your takeaway from all of this is it's probably a foot locker for one of the barracks guards.
Okay. Is somebody actually writing down all the party treasure?
Actually, I just wrote all that stuff down.
Okay, good. Is
I
anybody?
mean, I don't know if I can.
Can anybody use the scale mail?
Well,
What is scale mail?
anybody can use scale mail.
Let me rephrase that.
What it says.
Will the scale mail help anybody? Because I have chains, so I'm already better.
Not me.
Scale mail would help me better, technically, but I want to know if it would impede on stealth.
Yeah,
And if so,
Yes.
yeah, then no. Then I wouldn't take it.
And the scale would affect my magic use.
it's size 13.
And you can go one up, one
Way
down?
Too small for that.
Or is it a category? Medium?
It is the category medium.
Okay.
What's size 8?
Small.
Yeah, category small. Let's go. Okay. But, I mean, I'll take the crossbow and the bolts, and I'll carry those because I want to get those fixed up and see if I can figure it out. I don't know if there's is there like a crossbow scale itself?
Yes.
There is a crossbow skill, yes.
Okay, I will be getting that when I get a chance then.
No.
This seems useful.
Now you said the scale tunic was in good condition, right?
Yeah. So the in particular, I'm talking about the metal. You would expect to see some kind of tarnish
Oh yeah, all kinds of rust.
on iron. You don't see that here.
I check it against the blade of my dagger. Is it steel?
It could be, yes.
Ooh. Guys, this is worth something.
What does that mean? I'll ask him what that means.
Well, you would know what that means. Metal, that is, things with iron in them, will rust. Things that are steel tend not to tarnish in the same way.
And
So-
steel is a step up from iron, which is what our normal stuff is.
Right.
So it's tougher. It absorbs more damage, that kind of stuff. Does more damage, that sort of thing.
Unfortunately, I can kind of detect magic if it was a holy item, but not in other ways. So
At the moment, I am wholly unuseful when it comes to magic.
so I can't really detect magic on it because that would also be, my thought is magic would prevent it from rusting as well.
That's true. It would.
So, but that has to wait till we get back to town.
Right. In either case, though, it's worth something. We need to bring it.
Oh, absolutely. Load it up, bring it with us. I'll check the sides of the and the bottom of the chest for any scraps, letters home, that kind of thing. password to the secret door downstairs, that kind of stuff.
Okay. You find the plans to the Death Star.
Cool. That's worth something.
So that's the Queen.
Many dolphins died for this information.
Right. Yeah, there's a little cartoon etched into the side of the inside of the. No, no, you find nothing else of interest or value.
All right. So the chittering.
So, just sorry to interrupt.
Go.
But we're going on 6 o'clock. This might be a good break point. Say 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, let's take a short break and reconvene.
10 by 10 supply closet.
Yes, it's empty. There's a. It looks like it was a bedroom at one point.
Is there a foot locker or any sort of...
There are a number of broken furnishings. You don't see a foot locker. There is a torch stub on the wall. Remains of a torch, it looks like. You can make a scan roll.
Barely, but a success.
So, no other takers. You don't see anything of interest in the room. Other.
Even with the successful scan roll?
So keep in mind that a success does not necessarily result in information. Further,
A simple yes would have been fine.
okay.
I just want to make sure you knew that my 63 was a success. That's all. We can go to the store.
Okay. At the door, you heard nothing here prior.
Mm-hmm.
Opening the door?
Yes.
So
Oh, okay. Very good.
It will not fit in this room, so we should be okay.
So you can see that this was a storage room. Looked like there were a variety of things stored here for the Great Hall. So there's stuffed heads, there's pelts, there's antlers. You also get the sense that someone had been through here not so long ago. Not that dissimilar from what you saw in the Great Hall.
Okay. Nothing of obvious value.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Then I guess it's time to go across the hall. You ready to do this?
sure.
I'm
Right.
going from this door.
Where?
Isn't there a door down here?
There's an opening. You haven't looked in there.
I think we should do that first.
All right. See stairs that go down.
Ah, okay. So now that we know that, we can go back and... Does anybody want to do anything before we open the store?
Nope.
All right.
No.
Then I'm going to open the door.
Opening the door, nothing jumps out at you.
Good.
It appears to be the kitchen. There, as you open the door, there's a pretty strong odor of molding foodstuffs, right?
Still?
It's distinct from other rooms, right? Because but it's yes, you got mold growing on stuff. Quite indistinguishable stuff at this point, but nonetheless. And we are, after all, in a swamp, so it's still pretty, damp in here. Yeah, kitchen. There's a lot of, kitchen supplies. There's a fireplace. There's various containers and various sizes and sorts.
But nothing that made the sound that was described to us.
You don't see anything.
Does anybody have a burning desire to poke into a pile of mold?
I would say no.
Yes. we gotta search the room. Search the room.
Okay.
I'll use my pole.
All right.
Excuse me, my staff. To poke around in.
Yeah, let's sword fight, guys.
To poke around in rubbish, etc.
This goes back to the conversation about whether your character's male or female, doesn't it?
It does.
It is his fault. He's hurt.
All right, so you're going to search the room. I'm going to cover you so that I can kill it.
Yep.
I can use my rapier to poke through stuff as well.
Okay. All right. So I have two people searching the kitchen. Is that correct?
That sounds right.
Yes.
All right. I heard a beeping noise. What is the beeping noise? Was that a search roll?
That was my search roll, which is a failure.
Okay. Since we went on to the search roll, go ahead, Toph, give me a search roll.
Okay, give me a second. Success.
Okay. Having been the only successful searcher, you successfully discover the giant tick who jumps out at you.
Ooh! How close is he to me? Or rather, they.
You're in a 20 by 15 room, so not far. Okay. You're like rummaging around, in the, maybe with your poker thing, you're in the area of the fireplace, and from out of the chimney stack, the beastie jumps at you. You can parry, dodge, or let it land on you and give it a hug.
Hug it! Hug it!
Grapple the giant.
I'll dodge it.
Okay, make your dodge roll. I'm sorry, fail your dodge roll.
How large is a giant tick, by the way?
Oh. Failed it.
Stick it in his pillow. Let it suck from him every night.
I don't understand. I wake up more tired than I was the night before.
Okay. Having successfully missed your dodge roll, the giant tick has decided to stick its proboscis in a very unlikely place. It's going
Your nose.
It's going to try to. And it succeeds. Oh my god. All right. The tick has attached itself to you.
Okay.
I think you need a location.
100%.
As long as it's not your pole, we're good.
I think it should be his head. Latched to his face.
How large is the giant tick?
Giant. It has attached to your left leg.
Kill it! Kill it!
Hang on, I have to answer the question of how big is a big tick. The big tick is... Ooh,
Golf ball size?
no, hell no. This is size of a dog.
Okay, so it's a fucking huge tick.
Yeah.
We're talking Fallout 4, blood tick.
Yeah, remember, what was that?
Dang it,
Lo-
come on. I'm gonna play some video games.
So, after it kills Toth, it can't fit out of this room.
Probably,
Because it'll be a big emitter.
yeah, that's probably true. It's gonna, yeah, this big, yeah.
Okay.
All bloated.
Yeah, okay, just let it suck Tough Dry, then we'll kill it.
It'll be easier to hit then.
That's
It'll
about
be
the size of a
that
giant
big.
ant, right?
What's that?
It's about the size of a giant ant, then, right?
Yeah.
Wait, but I thought giant ants were like almost human size.
Toss, you took 3 points of damage from the bite, and he's attached.
This round,
Yeah, this. Yeah, let's kill this thing.
All right.
Move forward and slash.
Okay. You're not going to impale it?
No, I'm not going to
'Cause-
impale it because his leg's right there.
Are you sure?
Yep.
'Cause you
I don't think slashing is gonna get through. The tick.
No, I'm just thinking if you poke it and get a hole, you get the stream of blood, you know, it's sucking out of top. And
Right onto my foot.
Go ahead and attack the poor defenseless tick who just wants a brief meal.
Just.
oh, poor thing, it's just hungry.
Crit! Almost a crit! That's a special, though.
God, what is it today with you?
I don't know. It's payback for all those horrible rolls I did last time.
I think it's broken. I think we need to go back to roll 20 sucks.
This is why you want to get away
Just
from
mad.
All right, fine. Roll your damage. Ha! Ha ha!
3 plus 4 is 7. Plus, do I get a d4 damage bonus? No, I don't. So 7 points.
in the.
Oh, I need a location.
Yeah, we'll treat it like a spider for locations.
As long as you don't hit that 7th or 8th leg, that works fine.
Yeah, we don't have an insect.
Actually, we do.
I don't see a six-legged. Oh, there's a beetle. Okay, we'll use the beetle chart. Okay,
There you
roll.
go. I did a 6.
Abdomen, and it was 7 points.
7 points.
Ow!
You kill your fat tick.
No, not dead, but it's not happy.
That's so
Better not be
sad.
Hattie.
I've got a giant gouge in its back.
All right, anyone else swinging at the poor defensive kick?
Can I touch it?
No, you can't.
People can't. Hold on a sec. There it is.
Okay,
All right, that is a hit
Okay, give me a location.
for D6 plus 1.
And a D20.
In the 1.
That'll be a right leg, hind leg.
5 points.
Oh. All right, we had one more attack, I believe.
4 points of damage to area 7.
All right, it's gonna die. Great. A bloody, pulpy mass of sickening tech. He didn't bury his head in your leg. Thank God for that,
Which
because
is very good.
just nasty. So he didn't get a chance to suck blood out of you, which would have been his next attack, and he's like a siphon.
Considering his size, that's not surprising.
That's much worse than the bite. But it's just a little tick, so it's dead. Can't take that much damage.
All right, so
Hold on a second. I have a question.
Yes, the answer is yes. Ticks do carry diseases.
Well, that's all beside the point. This is a tick. Ticks tend to live on, and it gets bigger, but ticks tend to live on the backs of things, like in their hair. What is this thing's natural, actual prey? Like, what is it normally attached to?
Other things out in the swamp, perhaps?
Is that
What
animal
it-
lore?
You can roll.
what you're saying is you should search the chimney.
Sure.
That's what you're saying. What I'm saying is that I am going to cast disease purification on him
I appreciate that.
because he should already have
animal lore.
for these if he has it. And I'll give myself the magic point.
Yep, mark the points off. I saw Toth rolling.
I think he's searching the chimney.
No, that was me for animal lore.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
Okay. So it occurs. Did that make the roll?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, there is a passage out through the chimney that the tick is used of. That said, a tick of this size, there aren't normal sort of sized animals that it would necessarily prey upon.
Woolly mammoth?
Yeah, something big, but woolly mammoths aren't native to swamps or this climate, so probably not that. But that would be a good example of something that it would prey upon. Other things might include, Yeah, animals in general, it's probably not something that they prey on. So the short answer to your question is you can think of no normal creature that this would be that it would typically prey upon, because something like this is going to kill a horse,
Right.
right? Particularly if there are enough of them.
Yeah, and typically they run in. It's not one. You got a group of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm just really, yeah. Like, what do these things feed off?
Swamp
They don't
giants.
just kill the host. Maybe it is
The
swamp giants.
lizards? Maybe it's the lizards.
Well, the lizard isn't big enough to sustain that thing. Like, I guess my question is more of like, what is it doing here? And this is total. We can like walk and talk. But it's like, this is what's going through my head. Like, what the fuck?
We gotta search the chimney.
Like, think about the deer that thing's got attached to. That thing's got to be massive. Like, that's kind of what's going through my head right now.
Yeah. So animal lore is going to cover normal, natural animals and such.
And I'm not looking for an answer.
Okay. So
I'm not. You don't have to like be like, well, it's this. You don't have to tell me. This is just like I'm for
Toss
the
is
rest of
thinking.
the night. I'm thinking, right? Exactly. Like nothing, regardless of whatever else. Because we've run into a lizard, man. We ran into a big spider. Who cares? A giant fucking tick, like a giant spider, I get, because it has food. It will eat anything. But a tick is a parasite.
Mhm.
That sits on something and typically doesn't kill it, except through the vein. It just sits on it and sucks its blood until it's big and fat, and then it falls off. So I'm just that's what's going through my head. Let's move on. Sorry.
You're disrupting play.
I'm that's it.
Okay.
Oh, and if you could bandage my leg, please. It really hurts.
Oh, first aid, yeah.
Oh, that's-
Go for it.
That's right. You did actually get hit. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Hold on a sec. Why don't you take the torch? While I'm doing this, why don't you take the torch and sweep up that chimney, and that way, if he has some friends, you can burn them out.
Okay, I'll do that. Because you're batting his leg.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, the first aid roll did not work. Would concussions ways heal that, or is that blood damage?
It's damage. He got bit.
Okay, but I can heal concussion hit specifically.
Yes.
That's just
Okay.
normal damage stuff.
Okay, that's cool. So I'll cast the healing one, which will heal D10.
No, that's yeah. That ice does concussive damage.
Right, that's why I'm asking, because
Yeah. Yep.
they have concussion law and blood law and bone law and fiber optic nerve law and PQ law and all that. So
No, the values are just different because they have a different value for hit points.
Right.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
Say D4.
Okay, not anywhere near as cool.
You've got that's 1 point of power or mana. Then there are higher level spells that do much more.
Okay, it did all the healing it needed to.
It did what it needed to. So, all right. So you swept out the chimney. So if there are any of its friends, they should have skittered off by now.
Yeah, was there anything up there?
No.
Okay.
Okay. She sort of likes to hide things in chimneys. So,
There there is, however, a griffin nest on the other side of the chimney. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
Very bad. All right, fine. Do you want to do the keep first or the other side first?
Is the other side a doorway or an opening?
Opening. That's a hallway.
I would say a hallway first.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving over such that you can look down the hallway, you see 3 doors and an opening at the end.
This looks exactly like the other one. Well, let's start with the opening at the end.
Okay.
Quick question: how long has this taken?
More than 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll my listen and do the whole listen thing again.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So listening at the first door.
Oh, sorry, that was it to get the spell. That will be a success.
Okay.
Ooh, is the third one. Let's see.
You hear nothing at the door.
So, okay.
I'm assuming we're going counterclockwise this time.
Correct. Correct. All 3 of them are successes, though.
Okay. None of them do you hear anything at.
Okay.
Now that we're standing, however, at the end, we can see the rest of the room. Everyone can make a scan roll.
Success.
Okay. Anyone else scanning the room?
Success. Not as special.
Completely clueless.
Okay. So the far wall is broken through. There was a small parapet there, like on the opposite side. That's all been ruined. You can actually see, well, you can't see the ground nearby, but it's obviously exposed to the swamp. Did I get scan rolls from everyone? Who am I missing? Arthur or Alex? Did you want to roll? Did we lose Alex? Okay, well, Wes can see that there's a path that leads from or through the rubble. It's fairly large in size, not something that you can navigate yourselves necessarily, but looks like it comes in and moves over toward where the fire pit is. And there's the rest of the room is, again, another barracks area. There's a lot of debris and such. But you can see that something moves from the rubble in toward the fire pit. Could be a rat trail, I suppose, but a fairly large one. So giant rats of unusual size.
Or lizards.
Yes, could be. But it would be a small, narrow lizard in this case. Not a giant lizard person.
Alright, so is there anything of value in here?
Well, without searching, that would be difficult
Okay.
to determine.
Let's briefly search the room and then clear out the rest of these rooms. But
Okay.
somebody keep an eye on that opening.
Yeah, I'll do that. Where was the opening?
Okay.
The
So
alcove?
who is going to be doing the watching of the opening?
Alexander.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll, Alexander. Okay. So the two of you can make rolls. Alexander saw nothing. Wes,
Yeah, 1 second.
you want to make a scan roll?
Nope.
Okay. While you're not observing anything at the opening, the other two can make search
That was
rolls.
my 19.
Yeah, and I missed mine.
So we're not. Oh, okay. So I got a 19 and okay, gotcha. So Raymond, you find what looks like drag marks in the ground from near the entry. So there's, debris and stuff on the floor, and there's marks that looks like something was dragged from the room to the north. Okay?
From the room we're in up towards the Great Hall.
Correct.
Okay.
So there's, yeah. And that's not a special for you, right? Okay.
It is not.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I'm dragged off over. So what do you think of this?
Tough. I'll make a.
Sorry, what did I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I call you over because I see some marks that look like something was dragged from this room up towards the Great Hall.
Come over.
Yep, that was my hope.
Okay. So as you take a look at this, it's, nothing clear to you about it other than, yes, there's some marks in the debris of the ground that, show that something was dragged from here toward the north.
I agree.
Thank you for that edification. Can we tell how recently? I mean,
well, the fact that you can see it at all suggests that it has been fairly
Right.
recent, but any further details than that, not so much.
all right. I suspect we'll find the answer to this mystery clear out.
Can we tell if it was something that was dragged or something that was dragging? Something that was dragged is going to have footprints.
Yeah, possibly a successful tracking roll would be appropriate here, but your
I
favorite.
can do that. Oh, I'm busy.
I'll go trade off with Alexander then.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll call him over.
you make your way over to Alexander, and you're going to trade places. And Raymond, go ahead and make a scan roll for me, please.
That would be a success.
That. Okay, you're walking up toward Alexander to say, hey, why don't you go take a look at that? When you see rearing up behind Alexander as he turns to face you, a gigantic snake.
Dude, what's with these stinking ginormous
Um,
stuff?
I yell duck.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
duck.
Where?
It's a
Where?
freaking
Jungle.
snake.
And I move forward with my shield up.
All right. So, having successfully spotted the giant snake who was going to attack Alexander, that will allow Alexander to make a dodge roll.
Yeah, awesome.
Would you?
Yeah, I'll do.
Would you? So you could do you have a shield? I mean, you could parry. You could parry with your sword. You could dodge.
Dodge.
Go ahead and make your dodge roll.
I mean, I could try and with my sword, and that's 10 minus. If I was my dad, I would do that, because that would be like, oh, another check mark, but successful.
Oh man. Okay, so the giant snake tries to encircle you. He's gonna like crush you or something, and he misses. Well, wait a minute. He could crit. He does not crit you. Gosh darn it! All right. So big snake. All right. Statements of intent.
I'm
Oh, my
moving,
long sword.
moving forward to engage.
Okay.
Same.
Why I set the snake with my long sword? It's strong.
Okay. So I'll take that as I'm attacking.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything, or just watch it in awe? Because it's like this enormous snake. It's really cool looking.
I'm doing the same.
I will do a attack on it, but I have to go get dinner.
Okay.
Be right.
Wes, what are you doing?
Can you not hear me? Am I coming through? Test, test.
Do we lose Brian?
Holy cow. No, I'm still here.
So it'll be Steve. Why don't you go ahead and make your attack? Oh man, really?
Is a special. So that's 2 times damage for special, right?
Is it 2 times or is it rolled twice?
I don't
Slash.
remember. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, rolling weapon twice.
So d6. So 2d6 plus 2.
Yes. And the damage roll. Or damage bonus if you have.
So that's 7 points in location 5. And Brian said he's working on his mic.
Don't work on it, just fix it. Okay, location 5.
Test. I see you guys there?
Okay, it's hissing at you.
Test.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what happened.
Okay. What is your intent, Brian?
Move and engage and attack.
Roll.
My last 10 rolls are missing something. I need to adjust things here. Hold on. Oh, I missed.
Get wrecked.
Okay.
I too.
And I think Toth is going to attack. I think we lost him to family. So someone go ahead and roll for Toth. Steve, go ahead and roll for Toth. His character sheet, let's get that.
I'm here.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Good roll.
That is a hit. Wait a second. Nope, that is a miss.
Okay. Okay, I think I got everybody.
So did everybody
so
miss
we're
this
moving
round?
I
What?
Did everybody miss?
No, we got one hit on the tail for a what?
I haven't gone yet.
He surprised you.
Oh, that's what it was.
I gave you your dodge, but he surprised you. Okay, so we're in a new round. Statements of intent. The snake is going to. Let's see, it's either Raymond or Arthur. Raymond. He doesn't like being attacked by on the tail, so he's like looking at you. Okay.
I'm going to parry with my shield and attack it with a sword if I'm able to.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm going to attack it.
Yeah, I'm attacking you.
Press
Okay.
the attack. Press the attack.
Yep.
Anybody go before 4?
No.
How can we tell?
Your strike rank.
I go at 4.
Okay. The snake is going to go at 4.
I go before 4.
What? How is that?
No.
Melee SRM.
Plus
Oh, plus the
weapon strike
weapon
rank.
you use.
Oh, nope. SRM 6.
Yep. Okay. So, wow, how does Raymond go so fast?
I forgot to count the strike rank for my... That's how.
So, you have to add
Go ahead.
you have to add the weapon strike ranks to the melee strike rank.
Right, and that's what I forgot. So my melee strike rank is 4.
Okay. So, yeah, plus the sword is probably a 2 or a 3, so that's 6 or
I
7.
expect to be parrying anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So he's gonna bite you. Notice I said he's going to. He's not gonna try.
And by me, you mean my shield.
No, it's a snake. He's like gonna go around the shield.
Good luck with that.
Oh, he missed. All right, fine. All
Wah, wah.
right, go ahead and make your attacks. I really wanted to poison someone.
I've already been poisoned
Just
twice.
missed. 3 times, but who's counting?
3?
You've been poisoned twice by the spiders,
Twice with spiders. I was only there for.
and then once by the frogs.
Yes, don't forget.
Why aren't you up here volunteering to be poisoned by the snake and get the trifecta?
I think I'm okay with I'm okay with not knowing what it's like to be poisoned by all these different things.
You can have poison immunity by the time you're second level. It could be awesome.
I don't think that's how this works, but
You build up a tolerance for it.
That's right.
okay.
That's right. You should put your arm up for it. Is
I
anyone
slashed
else? You had a question?
No, he
No,
slashed
Dylan
him.
hit.
Okay, I see that Raymond missed. I see that Alexander missed. Who else?
Dylan hit.
Wes hit.
Dylan hit.
Dylan hit. Okay, location and damage, please.
Mess. Oh, I keep it.
Location 16.
16 is the head. Oh no!
Okay, it's not all.
How much damage?
5. It didn't add it together. I don't know why.
Okay, 5 points is not going to kill it.
Seven points to location 8.
7 points, location 8.
Ah.
8 is the
That's
body.
why.
It was 7 points I heard?
Correct.
7 points, okay. Okay, it is still going. It looks like it's going to retreat. Everyone can get an attack off on it. It's going to try to evade.
Nope.
Oop, wrong button.
What's a 12? Location.
Did you hit?
Yeah. Wait. Let me double- Oh nope, off by 1. Sorry, never mind.
I think we all missed.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Whoops.
I missed.
He zips out through the little pathway through the breach in the wall.
Yeah, don't miss the snake.
You could chase him.
Shit. I don't.
We could, but let's not.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
fast.
On the other hand, as we're going through the rest of this, somebody watches our back, okay? Because I don't want to be jumped like we did with the spiders.
I have been.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's usually Brian.
now that we know that there's a giant snake in the neighborhood, these drag marks look familiar.
Make an intelligence roll.
Are you gonna mention that out loud so the rest of us can try and look?
At 5 times?
Not at 5 times, no.
Okay. Well, I made a straight intelligence roll, so...
That's a D20.
So,
Oh. No,
That-
that would be cheating, so let's try this again.
so I think you could take the 14 and psych it out, because that would miss.
I did not make it 3 times, so...
Okay. Anyone else attempting to read?
And yes, I would be thinking out loud, or at least telling this to Toph.
You
And
keep
yeah,
talking
you
about
are.
this. You keep
I
talking about
make
this.
I
snake.
make
What are you talking
mine.
about?
by ×1.
Yeah, he did. He's like smart and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I am smart and stuff.
Alexander, do you have tracking?
Yes, I do.
Did you want to make a tracking roll as well?
I can as well, yes. I can do that. Right now. And I will not make my tracking.
Okay. Well, it kind of looks to you like perhaps a body was dragged to the north. Maybe.
Darn. Yeah, I can't seem to just pinpoint it. That's fair, Ripperoni.
You don't see any footprints, but the size of what was dragged and the just sort of the look of it gives you the idea that perhaps something person-sized was dragged out.
Bigger than the snake.
The snake was about 12 feet long.
Yeah, but was it as big around as a person's body?
Well, no, it was not.
Yeah.
No, the snake did not drag something to the north.
No, we
No,
know
but a
this.
snake going through the dust and stuff may look like somebody's dragging something.
Yeah, somebody dragged something. Okay, what are we doing?
The rest of the room?
Let's see. We heard nothing in any of the other rooms. So let's start with the little storage room.
Okay. Yeah, the door opens easily. This is an empty bed chamber. Um, the furnishings at one point were very nice, but it's clearly the room has been thoroughly examined to the point where furniture has been broken apart to, look at inside corners and such.
Interesting. Clearly, somebody was looking for something.
Yes, indeed.
All right. On to this room.
I'm sorry, you said the small storage room. I took that to mean this room here.
Right. I said on to this room.
Ah, okay. So the next one on the west is. Okay, this is a. In the center of the room, there's a broken table. On the eastern wall above the door, that is to the north of the door, there was something hanging there. It has since fallen to the ground, and the remnants that you can see look like it may have been a map. You can see, like part of a coastline that's still legible. But for the large part, it's ruined beyond recognition. It's not a far stretch to think that it was perhaps a nice map of this region. There's a couple of rats that will scurry out the windows, the arrow windows. They're fairly large, by the way, these rats. But they don't stick around to visit with you.
Alright. I know the rest of them want to search the room more thoroughly. I'm going to try to map.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to try to salvage these scraps of the map.
Okay, make a...
I can't make them usable, but I might know people who can. So...
Okay. Make a dex roll, please.
So I did make 3 times dex.
Okay. So again, this is fairly large. This is like, 6 feet across or something. So you've successfully rolled it up. It's fragile. You might want to consider some way to secure it for travel, because it's holding it in the center and kind of walking along, it's just going to ruin it.
I'm going to leave it on the table for the moment. That's a problem we can solve after we clear the rest of this out.
Okay, so while you're carefully and successfully, I might add, tending to the map, everyone else can make a roll.
Okay.
That would be a search roll.
I barely think mine. Where's mine? Not a 55. So it should say 50. No, I missed mine.
Okay, anyone else searching?
Too many skills needed.
Wes, did you want to make a
I
search?
was just updating my stuff.
Okay.
And of course it broke. That is not a success because I don't have a 75.
Okay. Okay, we've searched through the room. Let me check Alex.
There we go, that's what happened.
Okay, yeah. So no one had a successful search roll. Okay. You find nothing of interest.
Alright, so I'm going to leave the map on the table for right now. Y'all don't let me forget it. And we'll go open this door.
Okay. That door... Okay. So the ceiling in the north corner is broken in. This room was ritually appointed. It's all pretty much in ruins. It does appear as though at one point someone went through and again broke things apart, possibly looking for something. What do we want to do here?
Search.
Can I get an idea for how long ago the ransacking occurred?
Well, you know that the moat house was destroyed in the war some 90 years ago.
Right.
So, without a successful... Well, you also know that it was some maybe 40 years ago or so. It was occupied. The ruins were occupied by some goblins that were rooted out. So, it could have been at that time that.
Okay, so not like in the last month.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
But that said, since so the appointments that you're looking at were from some 90 years ago, right?
Right.
And so the ruin occurred around then. Okay, so going in and searching, go ahead and make your search rolls.
Success.
Okay.
And the same.
All right. So, there were hidden among the rafters above a whole bunch of bats. And they, as you uncover things and, turn things over, get all flustered and upset and go swirling around the room and then out through the opening.
And that's what we found on our search?
I'm sorry, what?
That's what we found on our search?
Yes. That's what disturbed the bats.
Okay. That's kind of funny.
There's nothing else of interest in the room.
Cool. So if we had failed, we wouldn't have disturbed the bats?
That's correct.
That's funny. Okay.
You successfully found the bats.
Cool.
Okay, nothing else of interest. What are we going to do?
That last upper corner.
Okay.
Well, we could do that, or we could go downstairs.
Well, there's an opening here as well that I haven't really examined yet.
I just assumed that was an extra thick wall, but we should certainly do that first.
That opening, is that opening going down?
That is a set of stairs that go up to a ruined platform.
Oh, okay.
There's no further egress above.
I agree with you, by the way. We should clear out the keep first, but I just wanted to remind people that there was a set of stairs going down over here.
Yeah, let's hit those last.
I agree with that, but so I think there's a doorway there.
Yeah, but let's hit this platform. It said the platform is ruined, so we can see the room up there, right?
Oh, go ahead.
So looking up the stairs, it goes up, turns, and would go further up, but that area is ruins.
Got it. All right, cool. Let's
There's
hit that door.
Okay. So the door there. This door is locked, in fact.
All right, Alexander.
Hey, goodbyes. We have 14.
Okay. You can certainly put a check mark on device if you haven't done that yet. Right, that succeeded, right?
Yes, that definitely succeeded.
Okay. You realize that the door itself is barred from the inside.
Oh, darn.
So options are to attempt to break the door down. Um, yeah, we're kind of limited. Maybe climb the outside.
Someone smashed the door. Which is hard.
Hard from the ins. Well, before we go like smashing everything down, how hard is it? Well, you said we can't get out from here, correct?
Yeah, you could.
Okay. How hard would it be to go out here, up along the edge, and then go in through here?
When you say up along the edge,
Along the edge of the wall.
so
There's a little bit of land there.
well, there's a parapet, right? So
Well, yeah, okay, that's true. We can just use the parapet.
right. So
So-
from the breach here, you can get up on the parapet, assuming you
Right, and
then you could walk across to the breach.
In general, how much health, how much damage can a door take?
So
You've broken doors before?
Yeah.
so
Okay.
right. So this is a door that's been in the swamp for some time. So one could imagine that it's not that tough.
Sure.
assuming that it's not been maintained.
Couldn't quite hear that, but let's assume that you're in a newly built castle with iron bound boards. You're not going to easily break through that without, like a battery ram of some kind.
Right, but so I'm thinking about utilizing shattering blow again,
Yeah, okay.
and so that's why I kind of want to understand. Like on a normal door, is it going to have like 100 health? Or
No.
Is it going to have like 20?
No. Yeah, I've got details on that. The short answer to your question is you could reasonably think that you could use shattering blow on the door to break the bar on the opposite side and likewise damage the door as well.
Okay. Then I will do a shattering blow against it.
Okay.
Kick the door in. Okay. Passed. And now. Do I have to make an attack roll?
Yes, you do.
Don't sound so excited.
He can fumble, and that would go badly for him.
Okay. 7 points against the door. And then it didn't explode, but it's taken 7 points. It took another 6 points.
Teen, you're doing damage to it. It's giving.
If it has, if it's corroded or anything like that, I have a chance of just shattering it.
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay. This will be the last one I'll do. That will. Okay, that will succeed. That'll hit. Another 8 points.
Okay, it doesn't shatter, but you do hear it give a satisfying crack, and you'll be able to push through the rest of the way.
Cool.
There's not enough left to stop you from getting through. Okay, you break the door down.
And of course, everything in like a 1 mile radius knows we're here. But
Oh yeah,
Well,
It was
they've
cool.
known we're here.
true.
It was really, really cool though. You
Right.
Like shockwave punched the door open. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, you know what we need? At some point, we need to have someone who can cast silence. So you can bash the door down and nobody hears it.
Yeah, that's
So
you.
anyway,
Like,
go on.
Or maybe the magic fighter.
So, big
Okay.
room.
big room. Yes. These very likely the chambers of the lord that lived here at one point. So as the door opens, you all smell the stench of death.
Yeah.
Decay.
I do whatever the Matthean version of crossing yourself is.
Oh, that was good. I like that. What would that be?
What would what?
The Matthean version of crossing yourself.
Yeah, whatever the appropriate.
Whatever. We were just wondering what that is. Go on.
It's 1 plus 1 is the sign for math.
You can still do a plus, right?
Can't remind me opening a scroll or something.
Sure, stuff that math works really quick in your head. That's how you. That's what it is.
Okay, the chamber is floored in black flagstones. There are ebony covered wall hangings. That it's all burnt and tattered at this point. There's an amount of wreckage that has been pushed aside to the walls and such. However, there's sign of occupation. There are 9 bedrolls, for instance. There's the fire pit in the north that you can see it has some cut wood that had been drying nearby, and it has obvious signs of recent use. It is, however, cold right now. As well, the 9 dead bodies.
Ew.
It would, well, everyone make an intelligence roll.
Yeah, me.
If it's 5 times, I still make it. In fact, if it's 4 times, I make it. But Top's got this.
I got it.
Okay. So, Toth, if you're looking in here, you distinct impression that people you see were running around the room trying to get away from something.
So the people that are in here, you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
They It's a bloody mess.
How old?
Be a week.
Okay.
Each one of them has their throat opened.
Do things look like by claw or by blade?
That would be another investigative roll. So we've just entered. We're kind of assessing the scene. Yeah, it. Something came here and attacked them, and ripped their throats out.
Okay.
You do notice that they're all emaciated.
So I mean,
They
Gone.
hadn't eaten in a while.
Are they? Is this like they've been drained, or is this just from I mean, let me rephrase. Are there puncture wounds on them anywhere, or is this just exsanguination?
Go ahead and roll. I presume you're thinking this out loud?
Yes.
Okay, everyone else can roll.
Hey, is there blood all over the floor or over their clothes?
There is, yes.
again, gentlemen.
This is intelligence.
Barely.
This is intelligence.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, then no.
Yes.
Yes, Toph, you get the idea that they've been drained.
And again, I'll let the team know.
Like vampire drained? Or drained like a goat? You just hang it upside down and slit its throat and let the blood drain out.
No, Predator did not come in here and hang them up and blood out. No, not that.
But they're unusually empty of blood for being laying on the floor. Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah, kind of. Somebody want to make a tracking roll, perhaps?
Somebody can, not me.
Okay.
Dude.
All right. So.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a special thank you.
Woo!
You can have a check mark on your tracking.
I'm getting there.
So, Raymond, as you're sort of taking in the scene, you realize that some of the bodies had. So there's a lot of movement around the room, right? Like trying to run away from something, perhaps. It looks to you like some of them actually got out through the breach in the wall. Okay. But there are 9 bedrolls and there are 9 bodies here. And a few of the bodies don't have any track marks leading to them. So it's like they were just brought in and dumped.
Okay, I have 2 questions. First of all, human?
Yes, they're all humans.
Okay. Secondly, I'm going to look up.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to look up to
Okay.
make sure there's nothing hiding in the ceiling.
You see nothing in the ceiling.
Okay. Because what I'm hearing from you is that something chased out after these people and then brought them back.
That's what it looks like, yes.
So something is using this as a, let's call it a secondary layer, and going in and out the whole.
Well, it sure looks to you like these guys were here for a while. Right? They've got bedrolls, got a camp set up, they've got a
I think I think it's implied it's smart because it brought whatever it caught back to the rest of them, made it look semi-ish, like they all died together. So it brought it back for. I don't know what the reason would be, but
you will also
it has intelligence.
that certain of them have items missing. So, for instance, they've all got weaponry and gear of various sorts. Some of them are missing obvious things that they might otherwise have, like, for instance, a sword sheath, or there's like a place where a sword normally would hang, and the sword is missing.
Is there any rhyme or reason to this? Like they're all shiny things?
Yeah, there's nothing of real value left.
Okay.
Unless you want to strip them for their clothing and.
So the bodies have been looted.
Exactly, the bodies have been
Okay.
looted. Now, there's one other item I would point out. Each of them has a symbol of some sort of eye-shaped thing, either as a patch or as an emblazonment on a tunic or something.
Do they all look fighter-esque, or is there?
Yeah.
So there's none of them that looks particularly like a cleric of some sort or a shaman.
Make a roll.
Scan roll or intelligence?
Yes.
So roll with 100, you'll figure it out.
Correct.
All right. Well, a 27 would be 2 times intelligence and would easily make my scan roll.
So you do identify one of them that is probably the leader. You're assessing that from just sheer intuition.
Okay.
I'm going to have to drop in about 9 minutes.
Okay.
Does he still have whatever passes for his holy symbol?
Yeah, you'll find it. It's not too far away.
Okay. I'm going to cast Light Lore 1 on it.
Oh, you can identify it without needing that.
Yes, caster can ascertain the origin point of any weapon. So I want to know where it's from.
Okay.
Now the out is if it is of darkness or of evil, it won't work.
Okay.
So that's probably what's going to happen.
Well, you will recognize the symbol is of Aaron, who's a lawful evil god
Well,
of
there
death.
we go then. Okay, so then clearly evil.
Yes, but yeah. So the spell isn't going to give you information on origins. Is that what I heard?
It would, except since it's evil, it won't give me anything. The
Well,
whole spell description says caster can ascertain the origin point and nature of any one holy item that is not quote of darkness or quote of evil. Will not give specific capabilities.
yeah. So the holy symbol itself is not quote unquote of evil or of
Okay.
darkness.
Okay.
It's a holy symbol. It's not a magical artifact.
Okay.
And yes, you can determine that it was made. To open the map, Aklo. You know that Aklo is a city to the east.
Okay. So on the other side of the swamp from Homeland.
Yes. Probably a few weeks travel.
Okay. That is interesting to know. So we know that these people are followers. We know that some killed them and drained them of their blood. What else do we know?
Somebody came in and took all their cool stuff.
And somebody came in and took all their cool stuff. Can we tell whether the deaths and the
You're breaking up. I only caught part of that.
can we tell if the deaths and the looting happened at the same time?
Yes, they did.
Okay. But obviously more recently than the goblin.
Correct.
Okay. Is there something over here that we should be looking at?
Like what?
Is that black bar yours, or is that? Because we've scanned the room, but there's a section of it you haven't uncovered.
Oh, I see. Did anyone special or critical their search of the room?
Didn't Raymond get a 5?
That was his tracking.
That was a tracking roll.
In that case, probably not. So fair enough.
I got a 26.
What is your search?
40 something.
Okay, not good.
Or 50.
All right, fair enough.
Did we actually search the room?
I don't think we did. We were just scanning around, looking.
That's correct. So.
Okay. Well, I thought we had already. So, yes, I would want to search the room before on. I didn't even succeed. Let me get a special. So Dylan has a regular success. I don't know. Alexander may have a success, but not a special.
No, I didn't succeed. I only have a
All right.
50.
So we have a success, but no specials.
Okay. Nobody said anything.
Hey, Bruce?
All right.
Yes.
What was the name of that city?
Aklo.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We've done everything that we can do up on the upper level here, I believe.
So I know that Jonathan needs to go. This might be a good stopping point.
It's as good as any.
Going downstairs is going to maybe involve some fighting. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's going to become a more long and drawn out activity. Is there anything else? Any discussion about what we want to do next from here?
We've got up and down, right?
What's that?
We've got up and down.
Just down.
Well, I'm not.
Just down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the up would be.
Okay, well then let's head down.
Okay.
Or are you saying let camp for the night since we've cleared this level?
No,
How are you-
what he's saying is let's break for this session.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
But how's everybody on their magic and stuff?
I'm pretty solid.
So I'm on top of everything. What time of day is it?
So you started the day here. So we've had a couple of fights. We've done a lot of searching and investigating. I would put it around one or two.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to stop just yet.
Okay. So yeah, let's again. I know Jonathan needs to go, so instead of pressing on, why don't we call a break here as we've uncovered this horrific scene of death and destruction that may or may not be in the party's future.
Not me.
Okay.
Vampire Lord Cersei.
Yeah, so apparently, within the last week or so, this happened. It's the putrid smell, there's flies and everything of a, murder, a scene like this in the last week or so. So it's pretty gruesome, and it really is, it stinks.
I am going to spend a few minutes trying to clean things up a little bit, do the Mathian form of last rites, whatever that is.
You
I
died.
mean, they serve evil, but
Sorry.
everybody deserves a proper send off to the apple. So,
If these people died by a vampire, I might be more concerned about.
Them coming back.
true. So I end the last rites with a stake in the heart. Big deal.
We do have wood here.
Yep, you're in a swamp.
I have a crossbow. Well, he said this.
That's right. We have an extra crossbow bolt.
Yeah, one of the ones that needs to get refeathered.
That's right. Just stick them in.
And then we burn them.
And then we burn them.
There you go.
Oh, and then we drown the ashes.
In garlic.
That's
Because
right.
I know
Spread
that,
the ashes on the flowing water.
that's right.
We got plenty of flowing water.
Okay, you can't use all this knowledge that you have, Dad. That's not a.
I'm just speculating.
Okay, that's not.
This is guessing.
It's speculate how car works.
It's like we burn them and then we hang them. That'll kill them good.
Yeah, too good.
All right, good session.
Yeah, that was great.
2 weeks from today?
I'm sorry, what?
2 weeks from today?
Yes, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Sounds like a plan. Y'all have a good evening.
All right. Night, everybody.
Yeah, ciao.
Night.